Hello. So nice to meet you at this daily motivational meeting reading quotes from world scriptures. We are reading the book from the beginning. Please find the old chapter at our channel Message to Billions. And these quotes will empower you with positive vibe for the day. Today we are reading another chapter about how to avoid mistakes. Great mistakes in life that deteriorate life. Let's see some real tools how to do it to avoid these misfortunes. The human conditions is based, so the topic is the war within. The human conditions is beset by inner conflict between two opposing inclinations, one good and another evil. As long as people are plagued by this inner contradiction, they can neither realize their divine self nor achieve a state of holiness. Paradoxically, people immersed in worldly life may not always recognize the war within themselves, except in the glimmering of guilty conscience. On the other hand, those who strive to lead a conscious or religious life are directly confronted by this problem. Furthermore, teaches that this inner contradiction is a direct result of the human fall. It cannot be that God created human beings with such a contradiction. He maintains, or God would not be good God of goodness, and humans would have no hope to reach perfection. No, this inner contradiction is evidence of a distortion in human nature caused by human fault. The war between mind and body will never end until the problem of the fall is solved. I do not understand my own action, for I do not do what I want, but I do the very thing I hate. Now, if I do what I do not want, I agree that the law is good. So then it is no longer I that do it, but sin which dwells within me. For I know that nothing good dwells within me. For I know that nothing good dwells within me that is in my flesh. I can will can is right, but I cannot do it. For I do not do the good I want, but the evil I do not want is what is no longer evil. The want is what I do. Now, if I do what I do not want, it is no longer I that do it, but sin which dwells within me. I find it to be a law when I want to do right, evil lies close at hand. For I delight in the law of God in my inmost self, but I see in my members another law at war with the law of my mind and making me captive to the law of sin which dwells in my members. The wretched man that I am, who will deliver me from this body of death? Another quote, I know that what is good, but I'm not inclined to do it. I know what is bad, but I do not refrain from doing it. I just do as I am prompted to do by some divine spirit standing in my heart. Rabbi Isaac say, man's evil inclination renews itself daily against him. As it is said, every imagination of the thoughts of the heart was only evil every day. And Rabbi Simon ben Levi said, man's evil inclination gathers straight against him daily and seeks to slay him. And were not the Holy One, blessed be he, to help him, he could not prevail against it. By the retters of envy and selfishness are all bound God's men demons, so that although they wish, would that we might live in friendship without hatred, injury, enemy, or malignity, they still live in empty, hating, enduring, hostile mailing. All vices are like chains through around the neck. Whatever harms a foe may do to a foe, or a hater to a hater. In an ill-directed mind can do one far greater harm. Surely God wrongs not men anything, but men wrong themselves. The spirit is indeed within, but the flesh is weak. Man should discover his own reality and not toward himself, for he has the self as his own friend, as his only enemy. A person has the self as a friend when he has conquered himself, but if he rejects his own reality, the self will war against him. The prophet declared, we have returned from the lesser holy war, al-Jagi al-Ashar, to the greater holy war, al-Jihad al-Akbar. They asked a prophet of God, which is the greater war? He replied, struggle against the lower self. What is if is the life of virtue, save one unending war within evil inclinations, and not with the salutations of other people alone, but with evil inclinations that arise within ourselves and are our very own. And when we seek final rest in the supreme good, what do we seek? Save an end to this conflict between flesh and spirit, freedom from this propensity to evil against which the spirit is at war. Yet, will as we may, such liberty cannot be had in mortal life. Further, let's read quotes from the second coming moon. Human beings inherently tend to avoid evil and see goodness. Our minds are ever eager to establish a world of goodness and eradicate the world of evil. On the other hand, we also experience an evil mind within us, which struggles powerful against our good mind. To the degree that we hold fast to our good mind, our evil mind opposed with proportionate strength. Since the beginning of time, no even one person has abided strictly by his original mind. As St. Paul noted, no one is righteous, no one understands, no one seeks for God. Confronted with the human conditions, he lamented, for I delight in the law of God in my inmost self, but I see in my members another law at war with the law of my mind, and making me captive to the law of sin which dwells in my members. Wretched man that I am. We find a great contradiction in every person. Within the self-same individual are two opposing inclinations, the original mind that desire goodness and the evil mind that desire weakness. They are engaged in a fierce battle, striving to accomplish two conflicting purposes. Any being possessing such a contradiction within itself is doomed to perish. Human beings, having acquired this contradiction, live on the brink of destruction. Can it be the human life originated with such contradiction? How could be with a self-contradiction nature came into existence? If burdened by such a contradiction from its inception, human life would not have been able to arise. The contradiction, therefore, must have developed after the birth of the human race. Christianity sees this state of destruction as a result of the human fall. The conscience is that faculty of the mind that presents God through. It does not exist for you, but for the righteousness of heaven. Your conscience always pursue goodness. The body rebels against the conscience. Your body is self-centered. It seeks its own comfort. It follows instinctive desire. Your conscience strives to have your body obey the mind and reproaches it when it does not. From this point, conflict and struggles arise within the self. Our body has become the stage of Satan's activities. It has become Satan's dance hall. Had there not been the human fall, our mind and body would be one. They would become one, automatically centering on God's love, life, and lineage. Why do human beings need religions? We need religions to conquer our body. Otherwise, due to the body, human history would be doomed. Due to the body, society would be doomed. And due to the body, humankind would be doomed. Accordingly, you should deeply realize that your body is the womb of the enemy and the seedbed of sin and evil. Regard yourself as the problem. You can be your own worst enemy. If you cannot unite your mind and body, you became your own enemy. Even though at the fall we receive Satan's evil seed, each person deep in his mind, in his original mind, covets God's original ideal seed of life. This is the basis of our internal struggles. Within each individual, two opposing elements are struggling: the original mind on God's side and the body of Satan's side. God, for this reason, as long as we do not bring holiness in our mind and body, we cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. Okay, so this was powerful quotes for today, and it's very good that we have this God's original ideal seed of life, and let's use it to grow good and have good fruits. If you have difficulties today, please watch one more time this video, share this video as we end this Billion Happy Lives of Riders Marathon, comment it with your ideas, what you think about, and contact me for consultation, cooperation, or becoming a member of Heavenly Parents Holy Community globally. Wish you a great blessed day. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.